Welcome to another calling card video with me, Spartan G Gaming. I'm so pleased you could join me, guys. Now, we're going to flick through, first of all our multiplayer cards so I can find the correct one that I'm after. Now, this was quite a confusing one to start with for me, and I really couldn't work out kind of what I needed to do, but it is reasonably easy once you get into it, guys. It makes sense. So this is the one. It's called Bypass Security. We need to equip our Engineer in Perk 3 and also equip our Hardwired in our Perk 2. We then need to go on and kill 10 enemies near a shock charge or a trip mine that they planted. So when I first saw this, I was like, I didn't really understand what they meant. I had an idea, but then I thought, well, that must be quite hard. This is going to cause me a challenge. But trust me, guys, it's a lot more easier than you think. As long as you've got your Perk 2 Hardwired equipped and your Perk 3 Engineer equipped, it really is that easy. Now, remember how Hardwired works first of all. It's going to make you immune to those shock charges and trip mines that the enemy is going to throw out. So basically that makes sense in that, you know, we need that. So when they do plant those shock charges and trip mines, we're not going to be blown up or shock charged, you know, been stunned by a shock charge before we've got the kill on the enemy that we need for this challenge. Also, Engineer, that will show the enemy equipment on the map anyway. So when you do see the shock charges and trip mines laid out, head for that, and then no doubt there's going to be an enemy close, which is then going to give you one towards the 10 kills that we need in total. So that's basically how it works, guys. It is a lot more easier, like I said, than we think originally. In regards to the other setup, you can have your preferred weapon, you can have your preferred adjustments. It's entirely up to you. Now, in this first video clip here, you will see how this works. Now, for me, I always got the kills like this, where an enemy has just planted a trip mine there. You can see that there and highlighted in red, guys. And if you missed it, I'm going to show it now from the enemy point of view. So this is now from the enemy point of view, guys, so that you can see what he did just before I shot him. So he's going to lay down here now. And as I come into view, just in front there now, you can see me coming, guys, he's going to throw his trip mine out. Now, I killed him just after he put his trip mine out. I'm going to slow this right down now so that you understand what you need to do, guys. Now, you will see him throw his trip mine out. You will see me kill him, and that's one towards my 10. Now, most of my 10 kills all came like that. So it's quite surprising, really, because you'd think when you set about doing this challenge, if you plan to do it, you'd think, right, I'm going to use my Engineer, I'm going to know where the shock charges and trip mines are, I'm going to go up to those little places where they are, and I'm going to hopefully get an enemy close where they've planted them, because normally they do. Enemies do stick close to where they've put the trip mine or shock charge, and I'm going to get my kills that way. But then they don't happen like that. Mostly all my 10 kills happened this way. So we're on another video here now. Different one now. This is me coming in. I've killed another enemy. Straight away, I've got another one towards my 10. Now, if you did miss that again, this is from the enemy point of view. So the enemy does throw a shock charge out just at the moment I've killed him, and again that's one towards a 10. But like I said, all my video clips are literally, all my 10 kills came this way. So we're in theatre mode now again. This is the enemy throwing out their shock charge. As you can see, I've just thrown it out. There's proof, and I've just shot them as they've thrown it. Now again, that is one towards your 10. So, you know, sometimes we do set out and have a plan in our mind how we're going to achieve these, but then they don't always happen that way. There are other ways of doing them, but this seemed to be the easiest way that I found. It just automatically happened. As long as you've got your Hardwired and Engineer on, you'll probably find most of the time, you know, the enemies will, when they confront you, throw a shock charge or trip mine at you anyway. So it normally works that way. Now, this is quite a good video clip here. This is at the end of the game. I do get a kill cam on this as well. Got a triple kill there. I could have had a quadruple one. I could have had a quad feed. But again, you probably missed the enemy chucking out his shock charge. So I'm going to slow it all down for you now. So this is the kill cam. I like the kill cam because it does slow it all down for us. You can see it all in slow motion. And I don't know if you caught it there, actually, the enemy throwing out his shock charge, but we're going to show you that now so you can see what happened, because it does happen very, very quickly, guys. They will throw those shock charges and trip mines out very quickly. So this is from the enemy point of view. Just before I shot him, as you see there again, he just threw his shock charge out. He missed me, thankfully, but again, it wasn't going to affect me because I've got my Hardwired on anyway. So, you know, that is how it will work. Now, again, I'm going to slow it right down now in theatre mode so you can see what happened, just so there's proof there, so you can set out and do this challenge yourself. You know what you need to do. But like I said, you know, you can go out, you can use your Engineer to help you, so you can see where enemy are placing their trip mines and their shock charges. Head towards that point, because more than likely they're camping in a room somewhere. They're going to be fairly close to it, and, you know, you can get your 10 kills that way. But like I said, I planned to do that, but it didn't happen like that. Mostly all my 10 kills came this way, where enemies confronted me. They threw the shock charge or trip mine out, as you saw in all my video gameplays there, and I got the kills that way. So, you know, it is a fairly easy challenge. All you need to basically do is just equip, as I said, the perk 3 Engineer and your Hardwired, and like I say, you just go on to get those kills when an enemy chucks a shock charge or a trip mine at you. Okay, so we're just going to look into now the challenges. Now this is the prestige section. We've just got that bypass security added to the collection now, so there's only one more that we need to do now, which is surprise package. I'm now going to set about doing that, guys, so I can complete the Master Perks 3 calling card. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you've got some tips and, you know, I hope I've given you some good tips and advice there, so you can go out and get this card yourself. I'm now going to make that surprise package video card, and I'll get back to you on the next calling card video, guys. Take care, and thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it.